Hello world, this is Zan, playing LA in Bozmos2. We've really got to stop meeting like this, where I'm taking my lunch breaks to record these episodes. Work's picked up lately again, so I've had a hard time actually going ahead. And usually when I recorded these things, I would do like the next two, so I don't have to do it for 2 weeks. So this is a bad habit that I'm getting into. Don't be me. Don't leave things to the last minute. Your homework. I do want to give a little note since I am doing this live, because I don't know how to. I know I've seen other YouTubers give out like little messages to the people that are subscribed. I have no idea how to do that, so I'll just add these when I do videos that are released kind of near the time I recorded them. And I want to mention, if you guys are watching the TLC Endworld series, I do really apologize that it has taken so long to get to the action. I'm not happy with how long it's taken, and that's why I'm throwing out like 2 to 3 videos at a time now. But I promise you, I promise you, it gets really spicy, really juicy, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of fighting in the very, very near future, and there's some really good battles. It is not a stomp. I do not win all of these, I promise you. It is there's some good stuff very, very soon. The episodes are going to get a little longer. I'm going to ramble a lot more. I promise you, in most of the cases, if you want big battles, if you want really crazy strategy things going on, TLC Endworld's going to deliver soon-ish, eventually. Anyways, so for what you're actually here for, which is Bozmos2, LA stuff. We're here on turn 30, and I don't remember if I mentioned this in the last episode. I'm going to say it again now. My position in this game requires me to annex, essentially, all of Marverni. I need to beat Marverni, and I need to beat them in such a way that I end up with most of their lands. Because if you guys have played Dominions for any amount of time, you know that as soon as you start beating somebody in a war, their neighbors start fighting off, taking little bits and pieces of their periphery. And I can't afford to have that happen, because my next neighbors are going to be Lemuria and Urmor, and if they're still around. So I really need as much as Marverni as I can. I need to stomp them. The only way, and this is just so that after Marverni, I am somebody on this planet and in the game in general. So to do that is how I'm justifying my deals with the devil, why I'm trading gems to Erthea, who is getting a much better deal than I am. But at the end of the day, you cannot tell me receiving 1,740 gold from somebody does not feel awesome and does not get addictive. So this turn, we're casting Teleport with Ballin, and we're casting more Banefire Braziers. Ballin's going to go ahead and teleport onto the Vician Forest, where he is going to meet our worst enemy. These stupid. We've replaced the stupid dragon with stupid lumber constructs, these Wickermen. And you're going to see why in a second. And they sit there. Because these guys are size 6, so they cannot be trampled. And Ballin is just going to sit there and hit him with his tail, instead of, casting Fist of Iron or whatever. I think this is on me. I don't think I scripted him to cast. And the double reason on why these Wickermen are so good against me, we'll see it eventually. Come on, Ballin, you can do it. There you go. Once they reach 65 hit points, they light themselves on fire, which will kill them at the end of the battle, but it gives them a fire shield and a flame strike effect, a firebrand essentially, for 23 damage. It's insane. Both of which are very hard counters to our chariots. So not only is this thing countering my god, look how much damage he's taking from that stupid firebrand, from the stupid fire shield. So not only does it counter our god, but it counters our chariots, and that's like 90% of the combat power of our nation. So these things are bad news. We'll figure it out. I know the solution to them. It might have wheels, even though I just said they get countered by it. But that's just LA problems, where every problem has a very chariot-shaped solution. In Akrajub, we find more fire gems and more death gems, both of which I'm ecstatic for. Get some proclamations. We try to assassinate a commander. If you remember, Marverni moved exactly where I thought he was going to move. And so I can kill this guy. Good. We see some battles in the Evergreen Forest. Lemuria attacking So here come the Mishushu to fight dozens of ghosts. Nope, one gets feared. I'm surprised Apostasy didn't grab some of these. Or did they? Nope, that's unfortunate. Be cool if Lemuria walked out with some of them. Okay, we have Marverni now moving into the Evergreen Forest. Oh boy, these are fun. These are so fun to watch. That's a lot of Stargazers. And they all cast Luck. They all cast Twist Fate. And then it begins. This battlefield is essentially a giant magnifying glass. Here it comes. Wait, Starfires? That's not the right spell. Come on, dude. You're not casting the right one. That's the one. That's the one we want, Solar Rays. Oh, is it because... Oh, they're still Astral 1, that's why. Okay, so Starfires is the one for now. Yeah, essentially Marverni makes a giant... holds a giant magnifying glass over the entire battlefield and just... Starfires everything. And Starfires, for you don't know, it's 5 armor negating. Oh, I didn't know Mary gets Spectral Lictors. Pretty cool. Yeah, Starfires isn't as good as Solar Rays. Yeah, those Spectral Lictors do pretty good. Good enough. Just in case, Lemurian Bless. You haven't seen it yet. Yikes. These are a bunch of Lemurian consoles, and they're just going to get trashed by those Solar Rays. Alright, so that battle wasn't as clean as I was expecting, but we'll see some similar things soon, and they're going to be pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to move forward and do some Chariot magic. This is where the that one commander got killed, and although, yeah, you know, I still have to fight these units, now they're unscripted, and he can't move that commander away. Fortunately, I do still take a lot of Chariot losses, because at the end of the day, they are flimsy. But, yeah, worked out. There's a bunch of Chariots, take a province, kill an army. Not the biggest army, but kill something. 10 Chariots beats 60 units. Hell yeah. And then we have another battle in the Force of Gun, where my big army marches into one of his armies. Once more, the boars on the flanks are going to run some Chariots and get murdered. And then these are the remaining Wickermen that my Pretender God teleported onto, which is what I wanted to stop. I did not want to deal with these. Did he just... Flaming meteor to the face. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it did much. He rolled really high. 25 points of damage? It doesn't look like he took 25 points of damage. Maybe he had a Twist Fate or something on him. Yeah, so this is again me just spending fire gems to cast fire evocations. Zoom out a bit. So again, the flank where the boars were at just completely evaporates in the face of the Chariots. And inversely, the flank I had that met the Wickermen, my Chariots were the ones that evaporated against these stupid flame strikes and fire shields. Because remember, the Chariots, when they can't trample, they're going to swing twice. They're going to swing twice. Let me get one that's not injured. They're all injured. Yeah, all my Chariots are injured. Oh gosh. When they swing and they're not horribly injured, they do hit very hard. But against the Fire Shield, they're going to trigger this 9 AP Fire Shield twice, and that'll kill them. Luckily, I'm able to just kill both of those guys by straight up just hitting them with large amounts of Soulless. So this was a bloody battle for me, technically. I don't think my Chariots and stuff bleed. But I did lose 8 infantry. Everything else is just free spawn I've got in here or there. And again, I lost all the chariots, but I also killed all of his crap. So that for me is always a win. Keeps my army graph small, so people think I am weak, and wipes out his army. So this is a great deal for me. And I think I'm making like half this amount of chariots per turn anyways right now. Let's see, we have a huge event in Ermithia, plus 50 income per turn. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have the Throne of Bones, which is going to suck. Those stupid demons in Akrajeb and Oceania, old Oceania is dead. So just to give you guys reference, Jabal Kish is where my chariots fought those archers and swordsmen. And the Forest of Gun is where we just had that really, really big battle. And then over here with Sarpuhi, and Vishin Forest is where I teleported my god to. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, over here in Vangar we have Sarpuhi, bringing over 24 more chariots to replenish the losses. And then over here we have our Satis Bayville. We set up Bayville Vangar now as part of our logistics chain. And again, if you didn't watch the last episode, how this logistics work is I'll get Satis Bayville, move him to Bayville. This guy will do that. Now we have Satis Bayville goes back to the cap, and Bayville Vangar goes to Vangar. We're going to leave, since I summoned both of them this turn, we both have them here. But this turn, I'll leave the other Bayville Vangar here. And then next turn, he's going to pick up Chariots, and then they're going to alternate. I don't really have a Vangar to Forest of Gun. I should probably have made that too. But again, this is just me starting to formulate this logistics chain that I'm going to need to do in order to beat up Marverni. And, not to toot my own horn, but I do want to reference that if you notice again how long it takes to select a unit, it was at least 5 times longer in the actual game to do this. It was really, really bad. And I still did this whole logistic crap with the damn chariots every turn moving. So I'm going to give myself credit for that. That was rough. I spent 80% of my turns just moving chariots around instead of scripting or building stuff. It was really bad. So with that, let's move on to turn 31. Okay, we have a message from Asphodel. Again, I'm not a fan of reading these, so you guys can read this. This is something, Great Errata, Mother Oak, reforestation of Galanor, good luck with that. Yeah, whatever. We bought this from, or no, I can't remember what I did that I got this item, Crown of the Frost King, from Erithea. I don't even remember if I kept using it. We start casting more Banefire Braziers. We find a Well of White Water, which is 1 water. We witness some battles. Dom Daniel attacking Bon Kish. He's using these like slave Gulam guys. Mage. I don't think that's going to work. Like, these Gulams suck. Dom Daniel has really, really, really good land recruits. These are not those guys. Yeah, that's just a mess. We witness another battle. Yasent attacking Lemuria at Sodorth. More of Arch versus PD, we don't need to watch that. In Sofect, I get attacked by a Barbarian Horde, which I believe we saw coming. In Satis, I get attacked by the dead. I'm going to have some Trolls in Vongar. Lovely. And some Militia in Bayville. So there's more battles this turn of just Indies attacking us. Yeah. I'm not even going to try to defend that. Look at all this crap. And Sleepy Wolves. Undead versus the Undead, but I think Lemurians have the edge here. Yeah. On Marverni proper. Although he should be patrolling it. Or just have a lot of PD. And Slingers do well against the Undead. Okay. And Perenna. On Nucitus. And in Three Pine Grove. Although these are some villains fighting 2 Galas that were sitting there by themselves. Okay, and with this, actually, this attack on Three Pine Grove is the killing blow on Hilariously enough, he dies to independent villains. Alright, Aeon, God of you've been permanently vanquished. I'm only disappointed and sad that it didn't happen sooner and it wasn't me dealing the killing blow. This was rather a tame episode. I think it's just me again. You see here Babel Vanguard. So the logistics chain is moving. Every turn must be more chariots. I think I do this. I think that's why I moved this guy as Xenu. Or is he moving all the way there? Maybe I sent this guy out. Yeah, I don't have this half of the chain, this movement from Vanguard to the Forest of Gun settled. And Vanguard is about to get attacked by trolls, which sucks. But chariots are good against trolls, so that's fine. Yeah, so this is just, I continue my logistics chain. I have Banefire Braziers all over the place to get me more gem income. Because again, death gems are life. Now that I'm at 13, I can get a Tomb King per turn. And for reference, I'm now at Dominion 7. And here we've got what? 4, 7, 9 Tomb Kings. So 9 by 3. And we're at 27 Chariots a turn. 27 Chariots a turn. There you go. So if I lose 44 in a fight, totally fine. I can replace my losses much faster than Marverd can, and much cheaper. Very important. Because all of this upkeep should just be mages. Research-wise, there's not much to talk about. Now that I have Evo 4, I have something I can defend myself with Shout and all these fireballs that I had to spend gems for casting most of them. Makes these F2 guys really valuable. But at the end of the day, this is Marvernia's Cold 3, so using Sauromancers is just difficult. It's really, really difficult because of the stupid Cold 3. Just in case, down here, we continue to build this fort. And I think, yeah, we started recruiting gnomes now. Beautiful. Let's move on to the next turn. 32, I believe. Okay, so we teleport again into the Vishian Forest. Because if it didn't work the first time, let's try again, right? I know he's got a bunch of Wickermen. Cast all my stuff. Resist magic. Personal luck. Oh, Fall Bears. Fall Bears would have also been a very good counter to the Chariots due to they can't be trampled and they're ethereal and they regenerate. Now, oh, and they have 10 natural protection because of the bark skin. Yeah, these would have been very difficult for me to stop with Chariots. At least not cleanly. Unfortunately, got dropped. This time I didn't have him on attack so that he can do, yep, Fist of Iron, Blade Wind. Heck out of here, guys. I just need him to actually cast spells. Don't swing your tail. You suck at swinging your tail. Yeah, Fist of Iron, these stupid bears and other things. Come on. Don't Far Strike. There you go. So like when he casts Fist of Iron, this is what it looks like. See if it shows. Be a red one, right? Does he not successfully cast any of it? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I guess they're hitting him too much. Well, that was a Blade Wind. There you go. See, these Blade Winds will do work. So as long as I don't have him on attack, so he actually casts some of these spells, we are good. He can kill shit. And again, he's not regenning right now a lot because the Dominion penalty is kind of huge. Flying Shards. And he routes. But very importantly, he set 2 Wickers on fire and routed a lot of the Marverni forces. If he didn't route first, they would have all routed, I think. So again, he's going to retreat successfully. Pretenders have so much morale, I think or maybe they're just coded to always successfully retreat. But yeah, I killed 2 Wickers and did a huge number on the Marverni forces, which it's something. On top of that, we assassinated Priest, and then we have Marverni's counterattack in the Forest of Gun, which I'm sure he might have expected there to be less chariots, but again, logistics chain. And I also brought this guy, renamed Probably Will Die the Mummified Prince, and he has the Fenris Pelt. So to this battle, I have added Howl. Yeah. We have a nice little line of chariots. And they're all going to evaporate when meeting the Wickermen, but that's okay. And in enough numbers, ethereal regenerating bears, oh, if they don't have wooden warriors on them, they're super dead. Will get hit by evocations. we're going to ignore the Wickermen and go for their back line with attack rear. And I think I just had everything on attack rear, and it's like, okay, you get stopped by a Wickerman, whatever. Everyone else keeps going. And we're just going to overwhelm him with numbers. And this is another battle, mind you, where I think I've lost 80% of my chariots. I wish I would have killed more mages, though. But I'll take what I can get. And then here's just the line of other skeletons that they have to deal with. Because again, it's called. Let me load it up real quick, and give my guys a few turns to do things. Okay, so it's Cold3. So my Sauromancers are at Encumbered 16 because Cold-Blooded is such a great balanced tag. And then I only have 3 reinvigoration from one from the throne with the gnomes in it, and 2 from having my god's highest earth path or path be earth, because his Dominion's enhanced does things. And these are just all the Farcast certifications going out. And they're gonna turn around and start doing skeletons because their fatigue is so high at that point. So we have another great, awesome victory in effect. And now this is just a bunch of angry Sauromancers. They're not in Cold3. Oh, we did some really shoots. Yeah, so we started off with some Chariots to break apart their formations, and then now we just send out skeletons. Yeah. Suck it. Stupid barbarians. Okay, we have air gems. And then as soon as we fight away those barbarians, I think I made a meme of this one, where as soon as we fight off these stupid barbarians, a bunch of knights show up. Unfortunately for the knights, you know, I have this squad here. And they just auto-route. What the heck? Did I kill the commanders? Yeah. Failed to resist. That's a release shoot right there. That's 20 armor negating damage. Failed to resist. Okay, so I just sniped their commanders with a release shoot. That's hilarious, actually. Not that this would have been any better for them. I want to double check that. Is that really what happened? Or did they... I can't tell which are the commanders. Okay, those are the first ones. Yeah, we killed one. So I can't tell which the commanders are. They're all the same model. Okay, those are 2 more shoots. Yeah. Yeah, we just... That's good. That's pretty good. Okay, see, unexpected event. Worldwide, we have an arena battle. I don't know if I participate. I'll be honest. Yeah, so we breached the Forest of Gun, and we finished construction in our forest in Canaan, which can make me, again, more mages to get my research up as we keep trying to patrol these stupid demons out and fail in Akrajeb. Down here, we should be almost building the forest to get more gnomes. And our god retreated up to Javalkish. He needs to be somewhere better. Although 3 Dom isn't too terrible. Okay, so our war against Marverni still goes well. I don't recall at this point why he was fighting Lemuria and stuff down here. Maybe Lemuria attacked him. I can't remember the specifics. So Jamaro, when you see this video, please add in the comments why you were fighting Lemuria this early. If maybe you just had a disagreement with Lemuria over, you know, what's left of or what's not. Because I know for a fact this army of yours would have been absolutely devastating in Vanguard or the Force of the Gun, especially if this force was in that battle. I would have lost 100%, and I would have been forced to go back to Bayville and just wait a few turns of my logistics of just sending in chariots until I have enough chariots that can run up to 50 astral mages. Let's move to 32. I'll try to aim for or is it 32 or 33? Oh no, where's 33? I'm going to pause the video and go find 33. Be right back. All right. Sorry about this, guys. Apparently the bot never sent me 33, and I didn't know, or I didn't have the habit of saving my turns yet manually, so I don't have turn 33. Sorry. So this is going to be turn 34 here. Sorry, folks. And later on, the bot does start breaking, and I still don't save my turns, so way, way later on, we're going to see a lot of turn skipping. Yeah. We start side searching Astral and fail to find anything. We have Marverni attacking Dom Daniel in Wellrid. He's just fighting off vultures. Okay, I have a battle in the Oaklands. Just baby little Sauromancer raiding squads. Because again, as you've seen, if I border your province and we're at war and you don't have an army immediately nearby, I'm just going to go raid it, even if I have to send 2 mages with very high encumbrance. It's only 11 right now because it's Cold3. I believe this is the summer offensive. Okay, we attack in the Vician Forest. Again, same thing. Prayer of Earth, Blessing, so they have that 3 reinvig, and then just... So again, it's oh, here it's Cold3, look at that. Yeah, this guy took an arrow to the arm, which made his arm fall off. That makes sense. Okay, we have a fight in Trollland. That's probably the same thing. Yep. Little baby raiding squads. Where I just hope that I don't get killed by arrows. I mean, these guys are fairly... The Sauromancers, due to, the Hardskin Bless coming in clutch, they have 11 armor. Like, natural protection. Or 10 natural body armor and then 14 because they wear a crown. Like, they're technically armored mages. Pretty cool. Okay, and we witness a battle at Marverni attacking into And again, okay, here come the solar rays. So this is what I was expecting. And then the horror marks. I should have seen this battle and been very afraid of horror marks. Okay. And again, we have the dead rising from their graves, taking some of my provinces. And let's, okay, we beat a bunch of them there. We lose here, unfortunately. And we lose here as well. We still not patrolled out of Knockerage. Okay, so let's look at the map real quick. What we missed in turn 33 was me attacking an empty fort. If I remember correctly, he put everything into that battle on the outside of that fort. And that was pretty much it. The fort itself was empty, and that's why I am now on faster. Because I had seen, okay, this fort's empty, so I'm going to attack, or I'm going to take the fort with, you know, this piddly squad. Actually, I think this Bayville Vanguard guy is he wasn't part of the battle. I think I just took it over with these guys, with Sauromancers. With a lot of Sauromancers, which is why then you have the rest of them moving out. And then I moved my actual force down here to the faster fort to start sieging that. Real quick, that Crown of the Frost King that I got earlier, this is what it does. So you can imagine that having 2 ice elementals in your retinue when assassinating in Cold3 would probably be a good thing. And that's what I had it in my head, is any guy that this guy assassinates is likely going to die. So I gave him the little pendant of luck. I gave him a shield. He keeps his poison dagger. He keeps the poison sling. He has the really, really strong chill aura. This is stronger than Neefle Giants, or I guess wider. It doesn't increase the strength of it. It just increases the size of it. And this is just, again, so when he tries to retake the Vician Forest, I hit him with this guy. This is very important too. I cannot stress the importance of this province here in Forest of Gun. It gives me Jade Amazons, or Jade Sorceresses. And if you remember, I'm playing Late Age Statist, where I don't have access to Foul Vapors nationally, and my dumbass didn't take Water on my god, thinking we're going to fight Late Age Indies and I needed Air Shield. So I have no access to Foul Vapors. Until now. Now I have, through Jade Sources, I can cast it. Now, this isn't to say it's easy. Foul Vapors in Dominions Enhanced or whatever Where is it? It requires enchantment 6 instead of 5, and you need to be water or nature 3, water 1 to cast it instead of nature 2, water 1. Or no, I think this is vanilla 2. I think it's also nature 3, water 1 in vanilla, but it only costs 1 gem. So a nature 2 with 2 gems can cast it. However, now that it's nature 3, water 1 and 2 gems, a nature 2 cannot cast this because you can only use as many gems as your magic paths. So a nature 2 can only use at maximum 2 gems, and to cast a nature 3 spell, you need to use 1 gem. And then to cast this specific nature 3 spell, you need to also have 2 more gems. So your gem total is 3. You cannot cast Foul Vapors as a nature 2 mage. So it's going to be kind of hard. I can't just throw a Thistle Mace on this chick and have her cast it. No. She needs some more things. And luckily, I have a few ways of making this happen. I'm not going to spoil how. We'll get there. But I have ways of increasing mage paths. Everyone does. And I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'll do. Hopefully. Maybe. So this will be a quick turn 34. What are we at in time? We're at 31 minutes, but I did spend some time talking about Endworld. And I know this is, like, it's 12:01 right now, so I'm already late on releasing this, so screw it. If you're already late, like, I'm just going to be more late and add another turn. So let's do turn 35. Yes. Yes. This is beautiful. I get the Heartstone from Erithea. The Heartstone cost me, it's 25 fire gems to build, and I think I sent this guy 65 fire gems. But I cannot stress how strong this item is. It's powerful. And in the coming turns, and when I say the coming turns, I mean the rest of the game, you're going to see just how stupid this item is. And on top of that, we have another 1,230 gold. Just keep that money coming, buddy. We find a totem collection and a stone circle. And we have some battles. In Three Pine Grove, we continue raiding with our little Sauramancers. This is just the villains. Get out of here. We fight Dom Daniel in Epriskia. I think he was getting attacked at this point by Pelagia. Look at the Falchineers actually being good. Imagine that. Jeez. I think he's getting attacked by Pelagia right now. Let me double check. I can't see on the map, but during this time we're communicating a lot, and I think Pelagia is coming through this connection up here. Yeah, you see that? He's coming through this and just beating him up. And I think he was on his cap or something. And I'll just like, hey, can I take this province from you? I'll pay you. And so I did. So moving back to this, we're fighting other skeletons in the Forbidden Forest. We're in Heat 3, so they're extra screwed. Yeah. Sauramancers are great. If you guys didn't know, you haven't watched any other video, if you haven't heard any, Sauramancers are really good when they're not in Cold 3. When they're not in Cold 3, they're really good. Excellent. Okay, so these are all just beat up undead. In Sodorth, again. Oh no, this is Fascia this time. Fascia has joined the fray. Have you blessed your dudes? You have not. I guess you just body etherealed them, even though you're fighting into magic weapons. That's kind of a weird one. And then me, I'm still doing expansion, going into the Nether Mines. Forest of Gun, I think, is the one that has a connection here. Out of here. Get out of here. Lose half my chariots. That's okay. Beat up a bunch of Fiends of Darkness in Darkness and other things that have dark power. And in Faster, we have now our attack into the fort. Looks like it's rather empty as well. So this is what the other fort looked like. So you guys didn't miss much. Howl being excellent inside forts, because apparently they come from within the fort. Kind of funny. Raiders, bad things, bad events. We find that our undead and demonic troops in the Nether Mines are being struck by holy fire. And just to go on a little tangent, so this is the Nether Mines. It connects to Forest of Gun, which you can't see here, but it's a tiny little circle. Like, these are all separate provinces from it. So that comes to the Nether Mines. And the reason this was so strategically important to me is because I found out a few things. I found out that this province here connects up here, where we see Luce's relay fighting Utgard, or Jotunheim. We see Luce's relay fighting Jotunheim. And then this meteor, this specific province here, connects over here to 1184. And this is really important because I have found that Grippa for life, my good friend Grippa, is up here somewhere. And my goal of this game has now changed to I must invade Grippa. And I'm going to spoil it to you guys because I don't want you to be excited over the rest of the game and be looking forward to this because I was excited and looking forward to this the whole game, and it didn't happen, guys. I never got a chance to really start attacking Grippa. I think on the last few turns of the game, I had taken like this area with just some chariots, and when I say some chariots, I mean hundreds and hundreds of chariots. So I'm going to spoil that part from now because I don't want you to watch the rest of these episodes waiting for this momentous occasion that I invade Grippa. Because I spent every turn waiting for the time where I could invade Grippa like that, and I just never could. So, spoiling that real quick. But for me, at this point in the game, turn 35, I was excited to have this connection, to be able to go to Grippa, and then I find that the stupid cave here kills undead as they go through it. It's absolutely absurd, because the damage is enough to kill chariots. They only have 7 health. I was pissed. But that's okay, because, I'm arguably doing well with Marverni. Arguably. I still have my non-aggression pact with Lemuria, and he's rather busy. He's not gonna mess with me up here. I've got these new forts. I've got my Jade Amazons coming out. I got the Heartstone. This is the Heartstone, by the way. It's gonna summon Will-O-Wisps. So it's pretty much gonna do Howl, but with Will-O-Wisps instead of wolves. Will-O-Wisps, if you have never used them before, they have 1 hit point, they're ethereal, and they have 20 defense. So they're and they light people on fire. They're substantially better than Howl. Just a little bit. A lot of bit. And again, I guess the only other thing to talk about is chariots. We have started adding amulets of the dead to our Tomb Kings. So now each of these Tomb Kings is making 5 chariots per turn instead of 2 or 3. And again, it's 2 is the base. You get 1 extra from having 7 Dominion, and then you get 2 more from having an Amulet of the Dead. So these 10 Tomb Kings are now making 50 chariots a turn on turn 35. AKA, Marverni is going to have a very bad time very soon. Because even if I fight that big magnifying glass army that he has, yeah, maybe he can kill 100 chariots as they rush up to him. As they rush up to get there, they're just going to get blown apart by the rays of the sun. But then I'm going to have like another 200 chariots behind them. So this is when we start really popping off. Because again, as you guys have seen, chariots are devastating. And my gold income isn't too bad, but then on top of that gold income, I'm also trading away my soul to the devil that is Erythea to get some money. So I'm going to zoom out to what I know of the world going on. What I think I know, because my timings may be off. I know around this time, Fenascandia is dead or near dead to Ermor. Chaco and Fascia, again, they have killed Bogarus, so now Fascia's coming down here to fight Lemuria. Chaco, I think they were having some fights over here with Man. And then later on, Atlantis, which is up here, and Chaco both start fighting Ind, who is somewhere in this peninsula-looking area. And that's pretty much all of Gelinor, really. In the other worlds, I'll be honest, I can't remember what happens in Archaea. Archaea is the land of subs. Everyone here subs out and just does nothing a lot of the time. I know this is where Erythea is. Erythea is somewhere on this coastline. But honestly, I can't remember what's going on in Archaea. In Valanus, even less. I know Grippa for Life is up here, therefore this is the most important planet in the game now. Gelinor, I don't really care about. I just need to finish up my wars and then come up to attack Grippa. This planet here, I think, was just a really big like stalemate. And then everywhere that there is water, there's going to be a Lucid, and a Lucid's going to be attacking people all game long. All game long. All right, so this is going to be a much longer episode. It's going to come in super late, but I'm recording this live right now during my lunch again because I'm bad. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next week as I probably spend my lunch recording an episode instead of actually working again. Whoops. So yeah, see you guys next time.